If World War III starts, what country in your opinion would be the safest, relatively speaking, and why? Op doing that last-minute prep. Whatever the most stable country in the southern hemisphere is. Antarctica, here we come. I for one welcome our new penguin overlords. At least the penguins haven't committed any war crimes so far this year. That we know of, penguin intelligence agencies are very good. Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. If it becomes nuclear, 0 countries are safe. It's not like the old days where they drop one bomb. We are talking 1 to 2,000 nukes at once. Nothing will be safe. Bruh, I love that someone gave you the award that plays a gif of a sun shining through the clouds, on the comment talking about 1 to 2,000 sunrises all happening at once. Yes, I get it, haha. Someone also awarded a rocket. The power of the sun, at the tip of my finger. Spoiler joke explanation : exclamation mark. You press nuke launch button with your fingers. Madagascar. They close their borders, and nothing is getting in. Trust me, I played Plague Incorporated before the pandemic. Only issue I take with that is that Madagascar is the most plague-infected country on Earth. And by that I don't mean a plague, I mean the plague they close their borders in the game, probably because the Duckers already deal with a disease the rest of the world dealt with 700 years ago. Very true. For who, Madagascar reports about 200 to 700 cases of bubonic plague every year, while the rest of the world reads about it like ancient history. So it's a nope for me. Would rather go freeze my ass in Antarctica. New Zealand until the nuclear fallout. Nuclear winter arrives and kills every living thing. That's the premise. Well, Australia, in on the beach. Real downer of a story. This is the saddest and most compelling post-apocalyptic story I've ever read. I used to like post-apocalyptic stories more before I got older and had a family. I have a much more difficult time with them now. To top it off, I'm a father to a boy and a girl, and I live in Connecticut, and my parents live in New York City, just like Dwight Towers. The book hit hard. Antarctica, gonna vibe. Ice ice baby. Water, water, maybe, Earth 5 years from now, probably. I like big floods and I cannot lie. Not Eastern European countries, that's for sure. Greetings from Finland. We're not the Ukraine, fortunately, but we do have a delightful 1,200 kilometers land border with Russia, as well as some historical beef. Also, we're not a member of NATO. And the moment you try to, Putin will be there with his peacekeepers. Zimbabwe. No dog in the fight. Canada. But not Toronto, Canada. The Northwest Territories, Canada, that no one talks about, in a 250 meters deep bunker. Already cold AF up there anyways. Is a nuclear winter really gonna be noticeable? Edit, for Christ's sakes, you are not clever going it would be warmer. Y'all are probably also the types who say, not scanning means it's free, while your slack-jawed spouse goes hoo hoo hoo. So just another Tuesday. Only one place. Antarctica. Good luck avoiding toxic leaks from thawing permafrost. Nuclear winter gonna freeze that shit back up thou. A Mars colony isn't looking too bad after all. Need to get those tickets quick. You mean full-out nuclear war? No place. Just hope wherever you are gets a direct hit and it's over quickly. Oh wow, thanks for the award. Dr. Falcon had it right, it's alright. I've planned ahead. We're just 3 miles from a primary target. A millisecond of brilliant light, and we're vaporized. Much more fortunate than the millions who'll wander sightless through the smoldering aftermath. We'll be spared the horror of survival. Is that War Games? Love that movie. The only way to win is not to play. Just go to the Winchester and wait for this to all blow over. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Glory to Ukraine. International Space Station. Cuss, why the F not? Cause even that's in need of repairs and was a joint venture between several countries including us and Russia, who can both launch their own spacecrafts to gain control, and we have the first space war. Star Wars Episode -1. I would say Australia, but Australia has been having beef with China, So Russia and China isn't a great mix. So now we've got nuclear winter, everyone's dead except Australia. But they'll be dead soon. Ducking kangaroos. But I am tired. Well, take a nap and then fire Z missiles. Always Greenland, source? Movies. And Plague. Incorporated. Oh God, I forgot about how upsetting it was trying to infect Greenland in that game. I thought I outsmarted the game by having my virus spawn in Greenland, only for it to never leave the country. The only hope for survival during a nuclear war would be near the equator away from major populated cities, and even then the nuclear winter would kill of nearly all plant life. Where are the meatiest cockroaches? Mexico, Central America, Colombia and Ecuador. I'll bring the snake plants, great in low light conditions, produce lots of oxygen, and filter tons of toxins. Don't mind me in the comments section, look in for ideas cause I'm scared AF. I live in Finland. There is currently no reason to be afraid, unless you live in Ukraine. Trust me. No one wants World War III, nor we will get it. Putin is ass, but he doesn't want any international conflict, especially nuclear. They are all scaring tools, because after nuclear fallout, defuke is Putin gonna do? So, take a breath, and continue your day, or night. Edit, TL, Doctor, write the most important thing for everyone outside of Ukraine, is to slow down, and take a breather. Edit 2, I see a lot of people talking about Putin going out with a bang, nuclear weapons, obviously these are said as half jokes. But I don't believe that would happen, even if Putin would greenlight that. There is still a chain of people to got through. And a lot of those people would have a problem with ending the world. So don't worry about that either. There is currently no reason to be afraid, unless you live in Ukraine. It sucks, but Ukraine isn't in NATO and isn't important enough for World War III to start. Unless Putin invades a NATO country, then there is no World War III, and if he's dumb enough to attack NATO, then Russia won't have anything after NATO fights back. Switzerland, just because I am sure there is so much money hiding there from all countries. If the bombs go flying, how would they get their precious money back? We even have public bunkers or shelters. Sorry, not the best at English. Most residential buildings are required to have a bunker built in the basement. WW3 will be fought with sticks and stones. No one is safe from that. We will nuke ourselves back to the Neolithic era. Switzerland. And no, it's not because of Mu neutrality, or all the money in their banks, or any of that. It's because it's a tiny country high up in the mountains that's fortified to hell and back with bunkers everywhere and guns pointed in every direction, including up. Basically, unless someone drops a nuke or 6 right on top of them, and why would you, honestly, the Swiss are gonna be just fine. Edit, okay, this kinda blew up. Just wanted to mention that if nukes start flying with any kind of regularity, everywhere is ducked, it's just a matter of time. You just last longer in Switzerland than in a lot of other places. Shit, I think it's Switzerland where all citizens have the right to get a place in a bunker, right? Yeah, I keep my shoe boxes and bike in mine. Madagascar. Far from all the mess, and sadly no developed countries cares about anything in Africa. King Julian, you see Maurice. You doubted my plan and yet here it is. The plan I have planned has left the other world leaders in the sand. Aha ha ha. Maurice, I don't know if tricking the rest of the world into glassing each other with nukes was the best idea, Julian. I mean, what if the fallout eventually makes its way here? What are we gonna do then? King Julian, Maurice, do not let these thoughts of fallout fall out of your head. It makes your mouth look funny. Like a nutcracker that ran out of nuts to crack. Maurice, mouth agape, staring at the horizon. King Julian, closes Maurice's mouth. Maurice, jaw drops again, almost immediately. King Julian, Maurice, if you keep being so stubborn, I will have no choice but to promote Mort to your position, and doing such a thing would cause me great pain. But Maurice turns Julian's head towards the horizon. King Julian, jaw drops. Irradiated cloud can be seen in the near distance, quickly closing in on the island. Cut back to Julian and Maurice, mouth still agape. Shot of trees being buffeted by aggressive white cloud. Fade to white. Cut to black fin. Holy shit, I feel like I just read a cinematic masterpiece. It was ducking glorious, but now that I've read the end of the book I want to read the rest.